welcome to the Northern Lion Live Super Show, the Thursday, February 19th, 2015 edition. I, as always, am your host, Northern Lion, joined by my esteemed co-host, Rock Lee Smile.
Hey, what's going on?
How's it going?
We're a little late, but, you know, that happens from time to time.
Yeah, thanks for bearing with us. Well, we sorted through my internet issues, which mostly consisted of doing a speed test, and then trying the other internet and doing a speed test, and being like, oh, these speeds look pretty low, and then all of a sudden they just managed to work themselves out. I don't want to say be advised, because then I know what's going to happen in chat, but it's already a foregone conclusion now anyway. Stream might go down over the course of the show. It's my ISP is having issues right now. Hopefully we don't end up being affected by it, but we'll see. Just be advised in advance that might happen. We are going to be playing a little bit of Binding of Isaac Rebirth, followed by SpyParty, followed by Mount Your Friends today. And Nick, since we're a little bit late, what do you say without further ado, we actually get ourselves into the game here?
Yeah, man.
Sweet.
If the stream goes dead again, I'll just keep streaming, so we'll just trade them back and forth until we sort the whole thing through. It'll be fine. That's
just good protocol in general. If the stream ends up not being live and you're watching on my end, go watch on Nick's end.
Or vice versa, you know, in general.
Very true. And also, anytime the stream goes down, be sure to spam his chat with check Skype.
I'm fine with that.
All right, no problem.
So you want a thing, then? You want to play a game?
You can choose a character, you can choose a seed, it's fine by me.
Somebody in your chat, like, 20 minutes ago, or, like, 10 minutes ago, said I should play as Azazel, so this is dedicated to you, Matt. We're gonna do an Azazel run today.
I'm not gonna do an Azazel run, Nick. You play Azazel, I'll play Isaac.
Why?
Because Azazel's too easy, man.
Alright, fine, we'll do Isaac. Sorry, Matt. Tried.
Thank you for the resubs, by the way.
I also had a few, too.
I can't bring myself to choose Azazel. If I random him, that's fine.
I never really play as him, like, at all, because it is pretty easy, but I just thought it'd be a break, but you don't like him, so that's okay. Alright, I got the seed for you.
Alright, I'm ready.
6C, SC.
Okay.
P, Y, VT.
Alright.
Like private.
Yeah, it's kind of like private. You know, it's easy to forget that private, doesn't have a Y in it, but I was thinking the same thing. I'm not going to lie to you.
Private. There's a Y in there. Pretty sure there's a Y in there. So I wanted to say thank you to Rossel, Dot, and Snapper, and Eluk, and also Air Force Balls. Hey, we just talked about you the other day. Thanks very much, everybody, for all your subscriptions, guys. Much appreciated.
Yeah, Nick really appreciates that. Personally, I think you're a piece of shit for supporting this asshole over here. Did you see the anti-Semitic stuff he said on our stream yesterday? But I guess you're entitled to spend your money however you see fit. I'm trying to take the pressure off myself for accidentally saying Jew on the grudge in a way that sounded like it came out as a little bit offensive.
I actually forgot that happened, so that kind of came like you were just accusing me of being an anti-Semite out of nowhere.
One day, man. That's if all this YouTube thing goes... If all this shit on YouTube goes tits up, I'm just going to write a completely fake tell-all book about YouTube personalities.
You're going to take everyone down with you?
I won't take you down, but I'll just make up stories about people like I've never even known in the industry. I'm not even going to give an example, because it seems like that could just backfire really hard, but yeah, trust me, everyone's going down, man.
It could backfire now, and you haven't even decided to leave the industry yet.
Yeah, exactly. That's why, I probably shouldn't even mention it at this point. Plus, I've ruined my amazing idea.
Although I do want to read your book, so I would probably buy it.
What I could do is I'll just make up personalities. And people will still be like, it doesn't matter that they don't know who it is. They'll just be like, oh man, those are some juicy secrets.
Like, alternatives to the other Joe we were talking about the other day.
Why are you naming names, man?
That's, sorry.
You gotta keep names out of this business.
I said alternatives to, I didn't mean that actual person.
My lord. I'm gonna make up names and be like, hey, Lieutenant Fartknocker, he's got 3-inch nipples.
What's wrong with that?
They're 3 inches long and 3 inches around.
Yeah? So they're like big pepperonis sticking out of their chest.
Exactly. There's nothing wrong with that, but man, that's some scandal, isn't it?
Not really, no.
He's got huge nipples.
Why do we ever need to see that?
He's got huge nipples like Tim Curry in Scary Movie 2. Clutch reference.
Why again do we need to care about that?
Nick, you got the wrong idea, man. It doesn't matter whether you need to know the secret, it's just the fact that it was a secret. It gets the people going.
Why, people out there that get going, why do you get going about 3-inch round nipples?
It's juicy, man. You can't tell me if you...
Dry or juicy, I don't know.
If you saw a news story and it said... Jonathan Davis has a 22-inch cock. Are you telling me you wouldn't click? You telling me you wouldn't click on that headline?
That's kind of different than nipples, though. Also, why do I have any reason to know that?
You don't. That's what makes it juicy, man.
I don't think I understand how gossip works. Oh, sweet seed.
What did you get, Nick?
So far, I've gotten the small rock and the spider love and a halo.
Okay. I re-rolled Spider Babby into Leech. But then, that small rock one, there was a pill that had explosive diarrhea. If you're still on the floor, you might want to take advantage of this. On the left side, near those pots, is actually a black market.
Weird.
And the black market has some pretty sweet items in it.
Well,
if you're interested
I was going to go buy a bomb and then go blow up that second tinted rock, but I haven't actually gone that far yet.
Do you have a pill?
Oh, that pill is the explosive diarrhea. It
should be explosive diarrhea. You can use it to find the black market if you dare, or you can use it to do something else.
Kind of wish I had saved then my key that I used to go into the shop. Yeah, there it is. Oh, well, I opened the secret room at least. That's something.
Some of the stuff you get on the black market will make you not worry too much about whether or not you're going to have enough keys.
No, I didn't go to the black market because I think I opened the wrong rock with my explosive diarrhea.
Oh, no.
Boom. It's okay. It's fine. I got an eternal heart out of it. I'm pretty happy.
Whoa! That's pretty crazy. I got Mom's Key, which is an item that I love, and I picked up Humbling Bundle, and I almost went back to pick up the Compass, but I decided I'd rather have a little bit more HP, just in case.
Yeah.
On a run like this, I don't want to throw it all away, for no reason.
Okay.
This is a great seed, though, if you're the Lost, man. You could just take all that stuff.
Thank goodness I'm not, or I'd have been dead already.
Right, there is that.
Took one hit.
I think I know exactly where it probably happened as well. I was surprised that I didn't.
Forgot to. I can't even tell you.
It's probably those dudes that chase you down. There was a champion, one of them. He was real annoying.
Yeah, still don't remember, but thank you very much to Air Force Balls for the $5 donation. Hey, Nick, tell Bear I don't hate him. All right, I will. I love that we have in-jokes now that most people don't even know.
If you don't hate him, why don't you like his videos as much as you like my Mathis and Nick's videos?
That's all right. He just hates him.
Metrics don't lie, man.
The metric system lies constantly.
It does not, but I'm not going to get into that. I recently had a tirade on a substream about that. I'm more of an Imperial System supporter than most people, but to claim it's superior to the metric system, come on now.
It's just about, jingoism.
It is jingoism.
Supporting the American way.
Nick, I gotta ask...
Magic about it, yeah?
Did you know about the word jingo before you played Banjo-Kazooie or after?
Well, it's Jinjo.
Oh, shit, my bad.
So, it actually had no bearing on my knowledge of that word.
Oh, okay, well, that makes a whole lot of sense. Because for me, I have always thought that I've been living in a post-Jinjo universe.
I'm glad that we sorted that out, though.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I thought maybe you were going to go for, like, the Jingo Fett or something. Isn't that, like Boba's brother?
I'm talking about Jango Fett.
Jingo Fett. Whatever. Jingo, Django, Django. Oh. Jamba Juice.
I don't know about that one.
What? Did I say something awful just now?
No.
I'm sorry if I did.
No. I was just having a laugh a little bit.
Thank you to Archon Zach for 4 months in a row on subscriptions. Very kind of you.
Made some interesting decisions on this run. Like, there's some serious opportunity for some strange play.
You should embrace the strange.
I have embraced the strange right now. There's no question about that. And I think it worked. I think it worked out. Of course that's Sagittarius, Nick. Of course.
It's a pretty good one to take. I'm taking it too.
Sagittarius, in my opinion, is nearly unrerollable.
Capricorn's still better, but it's like number 2.
Where'd you get Capricorn? I
didn't get it. I'm just saying if I had the choice, I would have taken it.
Of course, if you had the choice, you'd take the all stats upgrade. Well, I don't know.
There are times you might not.
That's a surprisingly salient topic for conversation, Nick. You're not wrong. I'm sorry that I originally wrote it off as if it was...
It's okay.
As if it was not a big deal. I didn't mean to buy that red heart, by the way. That one's my bad. But anyway. This is very interesting. I think we're going to have very different looking runs. Well, slightly different looking runs after this floor.
Alright, well, diversity is the spice of life. You know, like cumin.
Jango-Kazooie. Yeah, alright. There's your Photoshop challenge for the day.
Jango-Kazooie, I want to see that.
Jango-Kazooie. It doesn't even really work.
What?
Like, Django is not, it doesn't look like...
Oh, no, I agree. It doesn't work at all, really. But
it doesn't look like Banjo or sound like Banjo, really, but it's close enough and funny enough that it doesn't matter, I guess.
When have any of the things we do ever had to make sense?
That's also a good point. Just came back. Did NL win the run yet? Not literally yet, but
he's mostly there.
We'll see.
Stem cells reroll.
Stem cells is all right.
Let's take it. I could use another HP up.
It's not terrible, but I've started to get a little too cocky in my videos, Nick. And I'm like, statistically speaking, you know, we win like 90% of our runs. So I'll just go into the first item room, and no matter what item is, I'll be like, oh, it's a 1 run now. But I think people are starting to be like, hey, shithead.
If you get Butterbean, it's not a 1 run.
Well, it's still statistically probably a 1 run.
That's bullshit. Butterbean ruins your run.
Butterbean is an item that, you know, I'll be the guy who goes to bat for Bob's brain and 9 lives, because 9 lives is actually, like, really good. By the way, hey, it's Dude K, thank you for the subscription. But for real, Butterbean is indefensible. Even the poop. People overrate it, but I'll say, you know, if you get petrified poop, it's pretty good. But Butterbean has no merit associated with it whatsoever.
Petrified poop doesn't even matter, because it's not the same slot we're talking about.
No, but petrified poop gives you, it makes the poop a decent item.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, there's some redemption qualities there. Thank you also, Bruvtown, for the subscription. That was, I think, 10 months in a row. Very kind of you.
Come on, explode near this area, please. Ah, okay, they did it.
I don't think I've rerolled a single thing yet.
Yeah?
I'm on my 3rd floor now.
I'm not saying you made a mistake, but I am glad I rerolled Spider Baby. Do you know how Spider Baby works?
Spider Baby 2.0. No, I don't, actually. How does it work?
See, it took me a long time to figure out, or to be told incessantly how Spider Baby works, because I was always like, it spawns spiders, ergo, it's awesome. Django Kazooie. Thank you very much for the subscription. It's perfect. What it does is that it, whenever you get hit, it spawns 1 to 2 spiders.
Oh, okay, I just saw a spider, and I figured that's what it was, but I wasn't sure.
So I don't really like it, because it's kind of like the spider version of the mulligan. Which is like, if you get it for free, no problem. But if you have the opportunity to reroll it, then I usually take it.
Right, I see what you mean, because you're kind of admitting that you're planning on getting hit, which is sort of like a negative when you're looking at an item.
Right, yeah, I mean, it's like the only time it works is if you take damage, which hopefully doesn't happen that often, basically.
Or if you get Holy Mantle, I guess you can kind of abuse it a little bit that way.
I don't think that works, unfortunately.
Oh, it doesn't count that way.
I don't think it does. A lot of that stuff tends not to. Like, you can't Holy Mantle, like, with IV Bag, stuff like that.
It's a bug.
Not sure. You still there, Nick?
Yeah.
Okay, you went a little robot-y for a minute. That's okay.
No, I'm okay now.
Yeah. I was worried that it was me. In fact, it probably was.
It could be a bug, though.
I mean, it could be. I don't know if it is. You're right, though. It could be.
Or it could be an arachnid, because spiders are actually an arachnid, not a bug.
I mean, I think it's fair to call spiders bugs, probably.
Not on YouTube comments, it isn't.
Really?
I think that's one of those things people get really worked up about.
Well, I mean, what's a bug, though, you know?
What's a bug?
Is a bug supposed to... It has to be an insect?
It's an insect.
Alright, well then technically a spider's not an insect.
Oh,
but I think,
fuck, health down?
I think a bug just fits in as, like, any kind of, like, creepy crawly, right? A centipede is a bug, it has 100 legs.
What you mean is a pest?
Well, sure, I think pest and bug kind of occupy the same area.
You're saying they're synonymous.
I'm reading you, chat. I'm reading you. Don't tell me I'm not reading you.
Isn't it kind of subjective whether or not bugs and pests are the same thing?
Basically, I would say that maybe yes, it is subjective, but if anyone came to me with that, I would say, cool, you know, why don't you have a think over it and I'll see you in a few hours. And we could talk about something that's a real thing.
In the event that maybe you raise lizards or something, and you've got to have, like,
lizards are not... They don't qualify as a pest, unless they're eating your garbage.
Okay,
and, like,
you need to back up a couple seconds, because I wasn't done. I was trying to make a point.
Okay.
I'm not saying lizards are pests. I'm saying, what if you had to raise cockroaches in the event that you needed to feed your lizard?
Yeah.
Right? Are those cockroaches still pests, because they actually serve a very useful and functional purpose?
They are bugs, but not pests, because you have control over them.
They're on the job.
Exactly. If you have some kind of, like... some kind of control over them, some kind of agency, then they're not really a pest unless you want them to be a pest, I suppose.
Right, it's once they control the autonomy of the situation that it becomes a problem.
Once they pester you.
Oh yeah, that's another way to look at it,
It becomes a little bit more of an issue, I'd say.
Pester you. Pester you.
Uncle Pester.
You guy's bald.
Yeah, I know.
You guys friends?
Did you know a surprise... Shut the fuck up. A surprisingly high amount of people... I'm just making this up, by the way, but it's been said that a surprisingly high amount of people don't know that Uncle Fester in the Addams Family movie was played by Christopher Lloyd, a.k.a. Doc Brown from Back to the Future.
You can see his eyes. You can tell it's him
Dude,
immediately.
a lot of people... I've seen people say, like, whatever happened to the guy that played Uncle Fester? Yo, he's like... I mean, he's not a huge star, but he's around. He's been in stuff. He was
Why doesn't he fester anymore?
He was a huge actor for like 30 years. I think he's probably just decided to, like, you know, not act so much. It's probably his decision.
So he's related to Hugh Jackman. You just said he's a huge actor.
Hugh Jackman, huge actor, yeah. Yeah, he's his sister.
I don't think his Ackman's as big as they say it is.
Legit didn't know that, NL. Thank you. You're welcome. I live to serve. Sort of.
You say that now.
I'm not taking Crack the Sky. Like, chat, you gotta pick your battles, man.
That's some butterbean shit. Nobody wants
exactly. I'm not gonna get rid of D6, which is fun and good, for Crack the Sky, which is boring and bad. You gotta pick your battles. You might as well just say, like, fucking walk on the spikes until you die. Like, I mean, I could still maybe win with Crack the Sky, but who cares, you know? It's way more fun to take the D6.
You certainly can't win if you walk on the spikes until you die.
I'd probably lose that
Almost
situation,
definitionally so, in fact.
Yeah, I don't have any respawn items yet. Maybe
Why isn't there any more Addams Family shit anymore? Why is that over?
I think it, like, maybe didn't do that well.
I thought it was very popular. It was capitalizing on the whole Munsters trend, wasn't it?
Right, but the Addams Family are like Munsters, but like successful into the 90s at least.
Right. The Munsters I never thought were very funny, really. Personally.
I watched it when I was like 8. So the show was 100, but I was 8.
Mm-hmm. It was still in black and white for all of it, wasn't it?
I think
was there any color?
I don't know. They need to make like a dark and gritty Addams Family reboot. Because it's always...
with Tim Burton.
They'll have...
And Johnny Depp.
No.
Johnny Depp would be the main guy. What the hell's his name? I forgot his name now.
Mike Hawk's Crab Emporium. Thank you very much for the subscription. You're thinking of Gomez, but honestly...
Yeah, Gomez.
I really think that it should just be Johnny Depp playing all of the roles in the show.
Oh, you're right. It could be like an Eddie Murphy thing.
Exactly. Or like a Johnny Depp thing. He was in a movie where he played like 100 people, right?
No.
Johnny Depp is, and Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp's done that. Chad?
No, he was the main guy from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
I'm aware of this. I know Addams Family Values is fucking dank. I'm so in... The first Addams Family movie was the first movie I ever saw in theaters. I'm into that shit. You want to talk about nostalgia? It's literally the first movie I ever saw.
Chad told me there's an Adult Wednesday YouTube series. I don't know where to take that.
What does that even mean?
Adult Wednesday?
Oh, Adult Wednesday, like the actress. Or not the actress, maybe, but the character, Wednesday Addams.
Right, but the word adult implies more than I think that it's meant to imply.
NL, you're thinking of Jack and Jill. I'm not thinking of Jack and Jill, chat.
Wasn't that... That was Adam Sandler.
That was Adam Shambler.
Shambler.
But, I'm not thinking of Jack and Jill. Johnny Depp did that, yo! I'm not taking the rosary. Fuck the rosary.
When did he do it?
I don't know. There was definitely a movie that was like Johnny Depp and Johnny Depp and Johnny Depp and, you know, Friday Morning Fart Family. Something like that. Don't tell me.
It was an Addams Family parody.
Something like that.
The Friday Morning Fart
Friday Fart Family. Well, that was actually not even the Addams Family theme song.
Toot, toot.
You might not. I think the Addams Family might be like regionally popular as well, because we had a TV show that aired on YTV here, which is like our version of Cartoon Network, I guess.
I know.
Or our version of Nickelodeon, I guess, more appropriately. And we had a show called The New Addams Family. It ran for like 6 years or something like that.
That sounds awesome.
It was fucking awful. But I remember it because the guy who played Gomez Addams, his name was Glenn Toronto, and the show was like filmed in Toronto.
Yeah. Oh, that makes it so easy to remember.
Exactly. Obi-Wan Kazooie. Thank you very much.
Kind of like that. Oh, Crack the Sky, fuck off.
I told you, man.
I didn't know where it was going to show up, though.
Well, yeah, I mean, you didn't have any control over it. It's not like you could have stopped it.
I would have taken the brother Bobby, sister Maggie, whatever the hell.
Ah, true. Jim Carrey did that in a series of unfortunate events. This is going to sound so fucked up, but I think that actually is what I'm thinking of. When I said Johnny Depp played like every role in the movie, I think I was thinking of Jim Carrey. I think I was thinking of Jim Carrey in a series of unfortunate events, which, to be honest with you, is a pretty Johnny Depp-like performance. Of all of Jim Carrey's performances, it's Depp-like. And that movie's very Burton-esque.
Burton-esque. Okay, sure. Thank you to Beer Harmonica for that subscription, by the way. I like your name, too. That's a pretty sweet-ass name.
Beer Harmonica would be pretty sweet. You know, you'd be
I don't know what that means exactly. It sounds like you'd drown.
You'd be jamming on it like the dude from Blues Traveler, or Dave Matthews or something like that, but really you'd just be getting fucking hammered. Which you'd need to be if you were at a Dave Matthews or Blues Traveler concert.
I'd rather be banging on a trash can or strumming on a streetlight.
Who do you think you are? The Blue Man Group?
Humming on my banjo, kazooie.
That's pretty good. You could
I brought it back around. It's called a callback.
Probably just earned yourself a subscriber there.
I doubt it. Jim Carrey, Johnny Depp, same difference.
That Jim Carrey one is not more than one character. He plays one character, but the character plays many characters within the context of the film, because he's trying to trick the children.
No one knows what you're talking about.
He's trying to trick the children who have been afflicted by a series.
Children.
All right. I wish I didn't take that Hero Font card.
Me either.
I'm going to go into the boss room first, and then we'll talk about maybe what to do with that shop item. But for now, someone in chat, I'm not trying to get anybody's hopes up right now, said, NL, what do you think about Harmonix making a new Rock Band game? Is that actually confirmed? You fucking with me?
It's not confirmed. There was an investors meeting that they talked about possibly that was a thing, and all of the devs or something have been tweeting stuff about it.
Yeah, I did a survey very recently that was like, if we did make a new Rock Band, what would you think of it? And I was like, right. I will answer this.
Yeah, me too. That's fine. Dude, please make one.
I'm not thinking of Jack Black in Tropic Thunder. I would pay for another Rock Band.
As dumb as it sounds, though, I actually need them to sell me more stupid plastic peripherals because all mine are broken now.
Dude, I'm with you. I don't have any. I don't have any. They're all gone. I had them in my college house, and now it's just fucking, all that stuff is just gone.
Yeah. They also said that you could maybe, roll over all your stuff, or at least that's the hope, because I have, $200 in DLC I'd really to keep.
Of course.
But that's a lot of shit to put on my PS4 hard drive, potentially.
Wait, I mean, I'm assuming, does the PS4 have more storage than the 360 with its expanded, its S edition?
Which version, yeah. I had 120 gig, the PS4 I think with 500, so it's a lot more space.
It would just be annoying. Are you taking it off your PS3, or are you taking it off a 360?
360.
I don't even know.
I assume I would re-download it all. I don't know where else I'm gonna.
Do you have? Yeah, there was a Harmonix account that you had to make, right?
There's something.
Anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves, I guess.
We are.
Johannesage, up down to the side. Welcome to the Lion Pride. I have no doubt that I have botched your name, and I appreciate the support nonetheless. Anyway, I would, assuming it was good or on par with the earlier ones, I would totally pick up a new Rock Band.
How can it be bad? There's nothing to do wrong. Just make more songs.
Games can be bad.
How can that game be bad?
I'm not going to even dignify that answer with a response.
Okay.
Because that's why wouldn't I buy it, right? I'm not. You got to give them. No, you got to make them prove themselves first.
The format was never a question of they executed it slightly off, so I'm not interested. It was what songs are on this game. That's it.
I'm aware, yeah, but there are bad music games, and Harmonix has not made a Rock Band.
Oh, I know that.
Rock Band game in 7 or 8 years.
But this is not fucking Rock Band Van Halen.
I'm just saying, man. I'm uncomfortable with the idea
of Van Halen fans.
A game that isn't even announced being how could it be bad? Because I'm not trying to be cynical. There are people that have found a way.
Right, but I just mean with this particular template, I don't see a way that they'd screw it up. They've proven themselves at this point.
I think it's probably unlikely, but I don't know. Still wait for it.
Okay, sure. There's always a chance.
Make them earn it a little bit. Jeez, you're gonna give them $100.
Yeah, you're right. I guess if they screw anything up, it would probably be the peripheral.
That's true. Yeah.
More so than the software.
I don't know how many fucking sets of Rock Band drums I've owned.
Too many.
Fuck you, Orange Crush. Red pad starts going. Just. You're like, I'm hitting the notes, guys, I swear, but they're not counting. Yeah, whatever, you suck, you can't play drums anymore. Fuck.
You're out of the band.
Exactly.
In retirement with you. Yut Dalek WWW2. That's a very confusing name, but thank you so much for the support. Yut Dalek. Yeah, I tried.
I'm deliberately taking damage, because fuck the Lost.
What?
It doesn't correlate with anything, but fuck the Lost anyway.
I agree.
I'm over it. Pills. Alright, yeah. Okay, sure. Yeah, you know who else proved themselves, Nick? Peter Molyneux.
Oh, come on. You can't possibly put harmonics and Peter Molyneux next to each other as if they have anything to do with each other.
I could literally do it just by giving them a ticket to the same event.
Alright, fair enough. Thank you to Johannes OJ, by the way.
Oh, Johannes OJ.
Yeah, sometimes it takes two sets of eyes to parse the letters a little differently.
I understand that. I kind of like Johannesage. I don't know what it means, but I like it. According to IGN, a new rock band is in development. Alright, I mean,
yeah, no, they don't know either. They're just...
Is that... I'm so sick of headline journalism,
That's what it is. That's just a headline. They don't know either.
Is it... Read the whole article, because it's like science reporting, where they'd be like, we found a cure for cancer. Maybe in rats, in this one specific kind of cancer, but probably
and also
not.
We didn't at all.
Yeah, also not really, right? So, like, what does the article actually say? Does it say, like, according to a source? Does it say,
or Reuters poll.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, no, guys, I know about the fact that my green screen is being a little funny. There's just some issues with my lighting, I guess. I'm trying to sort it out here.
Whoa.
I think it's okay now. So I found a 9 lives, which I'm not too happy about.
Yeah, you wouldn't be.
Well, I have 5 red hearts this time, so this is not a good moment for me to take that.
9 lives is a good item, and, you know, I'm just saying, I think you might have hinges on your hands right now.
Wait a minute. 2 things. This one's really important. So first of all, hey, it's Dude K just subscribed, so thank you very much. Let's get some hype in the chat. Number 2, Ace of Noob said, I just random the same seed as Cobalt. You're both playing the same seed right now.
What the fuck?
So if that is actually a thing, we may have just cracked the goddamn world open.
What are the actual odds of that happening?
No, that's the thing. What if it's probably set based on our system clock, and we both rolled the seed at the same minute?
It's, maybe.
That's the closest I think I can get to an explanation if that's actually true.
Yeah, but we don't know.
We don't know it's true, but if you could, well, I would say if you could confirm, but I guess that doesn't help much. Let's fight Gluttony instead.
That guy isn't joking, it's the exact same seed, but he started as Eaton. That's pretty wild, man.
So that's a real thing.
We should try to do that sometime, just like start the same, like 3, 2, 1 start, and see if we get the same seed.
Well, oh, yeah, okay, I know what you mean. I'm gonna say we play the same seed intentionally.
Right, yeah, we could definitely play the same seed intentionally.
I think we can find a way.
You're not wrong about that. Oh, that was bad damage. Yeah. Pra, thank you very much for the subscription.
The seed would be based on system clock milliseconds. Are you serious? Wow. So we actually would have rolled it at the same millisecond? I don't think that's possible.
Yeah. Same to you, Welltall26.
Seeded by Planck times.
Not minute, the same millisecond. Fuck, dude, that's like a 1 in 1,000 shot. But I mean, we do play a lot of Rebirth.
It's more than that, because we didn't even know we were going to roll at the same time.
Yeah, it's not like you didn't even test. Well, that definitely puts a monkey wrench in my plan, because I'm not willing to sit there for like 4 hours trying to time it down to the same millisecond.
There's also no reason to even bother.
That is very true.
Thank you also to the Duke of Titties for the $1.68 donation.
Nice.
I like where you went with that. And the message just says money. That's pretty solid. Thank you also to Utility Bread for a $5 donation. Message says, NL is such an anti-scum for not promoting his t-shirt at all, so I didn't even know he was selling one. Now I missed my chance to get it.
That's ridiculous, man. I promoted
that
it.
utility bread, you're ridiculous.
I promoted that shit every show. I was like, hey, look at the bottom of the page. There's a freaking t-shirt there.
Yeah.
If you didn't watch a stream over the course of that month, you probably wouldn't have bought a shirt anyway, because apparently you didn't even like me.
Well, gotta like you a little bit. I mean, donated $5 to me to tell you a message, so...
That's a good point, actually.
Thank you very much, utility bread. You're not actually a scum.
Nick,
oh yeah, I'm wearing my Childlike Wonder right now, by the way.
Must be nice to live in the United States of America, where apparently shit gets shipped to you in a timely fashion. Dude, Teespring, I don't get it, man. I mean, I do get it because of postal services and stuff like that, but they're based in San Francisco. We live in Vancouver. That is like literally an hour and 45-minute flight, and they're both major cities. You live in, I'm not trying to insult the area.
Do it. Just insult it.
You
Just
live in rural.
The fucking boondocks. You know you want to.
You live in the country, in the rural area, small town, upstate New York, literally diagonally the other part of the country, almost as far away from San Francisco as you can get.
It's very true, actually.
And you're still got there in less time.
I got it a day after most of the other people on Twitter got it.
See, that's crazy to me.
But you live in Canada, there's like customs and shit, right?
I guess so, but how long... Oh, yeah, that's a t-shirt.
No, they have to, like, test it, and the dogs have to smell it, I think.
I don't think they do that for everything.
The dogs have to test? What does Maggie's bow do? I think it's the first time I ever found that.
It's an HP up, and it makes it so all HP ups all red hearts for the rest of the game give you even more HP. So if you pick up one red heart, it counts as 2 red hearts.
Counts as 2. Well, that's fine, I guess. Alright, sure.
It's pretty good. You can't have it both ways. If you're always complaining about not having enough HP...
No, I wasn't complaining. It's fine.
Exactly. The dogs have to wear it. That explains it.
Oh, that's adorable.
It is kind of cute.
The dogs are Childlike Wonder.
I'll give you that. Oh, yes. Big fan.
Yep, Feeding N knows what it's about. It says customs does slow that shit down.
Well, I'm aware, yes. I'm still gonna complain about it a little bit.
I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because I know some things.
Customs does, slow shit down. You're not wrong.
God forbid there was grapes in the shipment with it.
Customs is annoying, man. Yeah. Sometimes, publishers will send me a game, or they'll send me, a shirt or something. Nostalgia, mate. Thank you very much for the subscription, by the way. Like a shirt I don't even want. And they'll send it, and then, depending on where it's arriving from, the post office will go there, the mailman will come, and he'll be like, yeah, the customs on this was like $35. And I'm like, you kidding me, man? I didn't even ask for this shit. I just get an email sometimes, which is like, hey, we're sending you some stuff. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And then it arrives at the door, and they're like, yeah, by the way, it costs $35 to process this. I'm like, thanks for the free shit.
That's like them just sending you a bill, basically.
Basically, they are sending me a bill, yeah.
They don't even know what they're doing. That's sad. Poor Northern Lion. That's why you gotta buy his shirt to support him for when they send him shirts he doesn't want.
It's alright. I can do okay.
I'm just
still.
Messing around.
Yeah, don't support me.
Can't make me not.
Chat, when you yell about tinted rocks, I understand, alright? I know I'm an unobservant man, and I appreciate it. When you yell about me missing a bomb on a 1 run when I already have 22 bombs, it's just like, come on now. You gotta get some perspective in your life. There's more important things than the extra bomb. You can't take the bombs with you. You're gonna die, and at least he died having a greater personal wealth of explosive devices, right? You're not gonna feel that way, probably. You're gonna wish you took the extra time.
Slowly beneath the Untersee, maybe you'll care that you had that extra bomb, because it rolls to your next sea captain.
That is true. Don't spoil where the crawl spaces are. That's one of the great joys in life, is thinking that it's just trash, but it ends up being a crawl space. Crawl space, it's a crawl space, it's a bomb next to Demon Judgment, it's a crawl space, it's a crawl space, it's a crawl space. This is what chat...
Why are you doing that,
They're
guys?
writing their own song. Led Dennis, thank you very much for the subscription.
Chat, you guys know he plays this game, basically for a living. He knows how to find the crawl space.
I don't know how to find the crawl space, and I want to keep it that way.
He's trying to blow it.
Yeah, I swear to God, if this crawl space has a fucking, nothing in it, I'm gonna be real mad. If it does, I'm gonna be real mad.
Oh, if it does.
If it's got, umbilical cord, I'm gonna ban 10% of the chat automatically. Moobot lets you do that. Don't even question it.
That is actually a thing.
Even if you weren't part of it, you're at risk.
You're part of it now.
Yeah, exactly. By association, you're getting lumped in. I'm sorry to have to do it this way. Yeah, that's what Jack Welch did, man, when he was the CEO of General Electric. Every year, regardless of past performance, he fired the bottom 10% of his managers. And you gotta imagine that's pretty shitty. Yeah, I think he might also be an asshole. Unlisted artist, thank you for the subscription, by the way. I'll make sure you're kept free of the ban wave. I can't do that, but we'll talk about it.
There's just a button, right, on the dashboard that's just like arbitrarily ban 10% of your viewer base.
Yeah, absolutely. Just completely alienate all of your fans. Bomb next to Demon Judgment. There's a crawl space. Where's my crawl space? Oh, there it is. They were right.
We gotta make an emote for crawl spaces now.
There is a crawl space there. Oh, dude, it has common cold. All right, chat. You're cool in my books again. Crawl space is also just subscribed.
If it was Butterbean, it would have been 25%.
Actually, on this room, I got Butterbean. So it couldn't have showed up, which is hilarious. I'm going to get rid of Flatworm for Ace of Spades, because it's cooler.
Have you made a list yet of, like, the bottom 10 items in Rebirth?
I would have bought a shirt, just subscribed. Thank you for that, by the way. I am planning on doing so.
Nice.
But, like, I want to do a top 10 items and a bottom 10 items. I just wanted to give
Spoil the best one and worst one now.
The best item in the game is, like, it's definitely Brimstone, I think.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Death's Touch isn't even considered.
Death's Touch would almost certainly make the top 10, but it's not as good as Brimstone.
Yeah. Alright, I think we have a different list then.
Dude, how can you argue that Death's Touch is better than Brimstone?
It makes you look like death.
It's almost an indefensible position. Well,
it's penetrative, they spin.
Okay. They spin. I'm not going to take necessarily as a valid...
They get bigger is what I mean by that.
What do you mean they get bigger?
The tears are bigger than normal size when they're
okay, yeah,
size.
That's true. So Brimstone also gives you piercing tears. Oh, yeah. Adam, thank you for the subscription. Sorry, Brimstone gives you piercing tears. It makes the hitbox bigger. It gives you infinite range.
Alright, you're up one on the range so far. Yeah, but you don't turn into Death himself and have a skull face, so that counts for the one that the range made up for.
I give you some points for that. There's no question about that. I'm just not sure if everybody else would.
It should give you flying also, just to round it out.
They spin one argument. I do kind of like that as one of the reasons they spin.
Can you include that in your video, that they spin?
Maybe I will. I'll have like a sidebar that's like, here's what Nick thinks about this item.
Yes! Oh my god, that would be so fun!
Dude, flat out, I might actually... And not just to fuck with you. I might have 9 lives in my top 10 Rebirth items.
Oh.
The utility of it is off the charts, man.
I don't want to be in your video anymore.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, if I get to have what I say honestly in the sidebar, then I guess I can
still... I'll vet it to make sure you're not just...
But you're going to edit it. You're going to change what I say to censor me.
I'm not going to censor you unless it needs to be censored, you know?
I won't lie, but I'll tell you my honest opinion.
You're going to make the decision about whether or not it gets censored, I'll tell you that much.
Hey, I know when the time and place is to be serious, and talking about 9 lives is always that place for me.
I hope so. I hope you understand the gravitas of the situation.
It's huge. This is your living, man. I don't fuck with that.
Chat, don't try to make it sound like I don't like Death's Touch. I like Death's Touch.
Sounds like you don't. You don't even acknowledge they spin.
It's up there, man. It's up there. They do spin.
Alright, at least you acknowledged it. Where the hell am I going?
There's too many options to go through, like, right now. But I think you gotta have Brimstone, you gotta have Knife, you gotta have Death's Touch, you probably have Abaddon. I think you gotta have Godhead. And then you get into some of the trickier stuff, like whether or not it counts.
What about worst, though?
Worst items, Butterbean is... I mean... you could make definitely a worst list of items that is just spacebar items that do nothing for you, but there are items now that are worse than nothing, I think. Butterbean is not worse than nothing, so maybe it's not actually the worst item in the game. Because if there was like a Curse of the Blind and I picked up Butterbean, I'd be like, oh, that sucks, no item here. But if I picked up freaking, like, Soy Milk on a run where it just totally ruined it, I'd be pissed.
Uh-huh.
Well, not pissed, really, because, you know, it's a video game, but... You get the idea.
No, I understand that there's a line between actually being mad and just being frustrated at a game. It's okay.
Yeah, like a Proptosis I do think makes probably the top 10. I like using it.
Oh, don't forget about the mysterious liquid. That's up there.
Nick, Mysterious Liquid is not a top 10 item.
It leaves a trail behind.
Yeah.
And it glows green, so when you have the Curse of Darkness, you can still see a little better.
That is the worst reasoning for liking an item.
Is it not a damage up?
I don't think Mysterious Liquid is a damage up. If it is, it's not a... Let me put it this way. There are probably 10 damage upgrades that are higher than Mysterious Liquid.
I think in my head it seems like a damage up, so maybe like a lot of the reason I like it is based on a thing that I just made up.
Well, you know what? I think it was you. I'm pretty sure it was you that was right about Concussive Tears. It ended up being a damage upgrade that I didn't know about.
Oh, did I say that?
I think, well, you were like, you know, I think Concussive Tears is good. And I was like, no, Nick, you're an idiot. Yeah, nah, nah. 9 lives is also good, blah, blah, blah. And then Chad was like, actually, it's a damage upgrade.
You know, every now and then I get one right. You know, I throw enough spaghetti at the refrigerator, eventually one will stick.
Mysterious Liquid would be better if it spins. That is definitely true. Yeah.
How does it do that, even?
Hey, Dumari, thanks for the subscription, and thanks for showing up for the Disco Dodgeball Let's Look At today when I tweeted about needing some lobby fillers. I might not have needed lobby fillers, but I wanted to know for sure. There were like 35 people playing the game, so I was like, hey, you know, why don't you just join me? Could be fun.
So the bow thing that I got earlier is basically a wafer in reverse.
The bow thing, it's a wafer in reverse.
The Bandage Girl's bow? Or Maggie's bow.
Maggie's bow, yeah.
It looks like it's made out of friggin' bubble gum, that's why I said that. Yeah, so it gives you the double stuff, right? Like the double stuff Oreo cookies.
I'm gonna give you the double.
And that is actually really nice, because when I'm in the womb, I take a full heart of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then the half hearts count as a full heart, so it's like I have a wafer, kind of.
Sort of, yes. Yeah.
In reverse.
I mean, I sort of get it. I'm not gonna lie, I think you're stretching a little bit, but sure.
Well, I'm trying to find a reason to like that item, that's all.
Oh man, I should have saved my... I always forget that the freaking battery holds the charges. Oh, this is my favorite item. Like, the battery holds the charges, the extra charges. The item doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
So I messed up very slightly here. It's okay, though.
Where does Eve's bird fall into the category of things these days? Still awful?
It's a terrible item. And it's actually made even worse in Rebirth by the fact that there's Revenge Fly, which is an orbital when you're not hit, and then when you are hit, it's just a substantially better version of the dead bird. The only thing that's good about Eve's bird, not Eve's bird foot, but dead bird, is that you start with it as Eve, so you as Eve, you never get it.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that.
It's a little bit of an abstract way of assigning like value to an item.
That's strange. Kind of cool though.
Praise the spin. Yeah, the spin meta in my game is now out of control, Nick.
I'm happy that I was able to bring that to your stream.
You've been doing some really nice seeds lately. You and Cobalt, apparently.
Yeah, I probably stole it from him, let's be honest.
Yeah.
He knows a lot more about Isaac than I do, so I probably just took it.
He knew. He timed it so he could start at the same time as you.
He knows. He knows a lot more than you give him credit for.
If Dead Bird spun, it would be the best familiar.
Oh my god, it would! It would be so much better.
I still like the idea for... It'll never happen, I think. But for Dead Bird, oh, yes. That, and I'll take this for more chests, but... that is like the new Bloody Lust, where you start with 0 birds on a floor, and then every time you take damage on that floor, you get one more bird that does like less damage, but... flies
so you just get like a freaking flock of crows falling.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe you could have like a maximum of like 8 birds or something like that. And
magpies.
Exactly. It'd be pretty sweet, man. Like flock of crows or something like that.
Flock of seagulls, maybe.
Yeah, it works in conjunction with Hive Mind or BFF to make them even larger.
Okay, I kind of like it actually. You turn the birds into like a new flying version of spiders, and then it all just kind of works out. Yeah,
I think it'd be cool.
I'm in. We could do flies, spiders, birds. What else do we get? Dogs, like small dogs?
I don't know if I'm comfortable with that.
Fat spiders, fat flies.
Yeah, that's true. You could call the item, if you got it, Counting Crows.
Oh, yeah.
You'd probably get sued.
Maybe like a giant owl could show up, and then a daddy long legs. The owl could sit on the long legs.
I'm talking about, that's like some Fez stuff or something.
Yeah. You like Fez?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good game.
Don't stream it, though.
No, nobody would like that.
No.
That train has sailed.
Like, not anyone.
Yeah, no one.
You wouldn't like it, the viewers wouldn't like it, Phil wouldn't like it.
No one would be happy with that decision. So...
I might like it, but that'd be just me.
We'll just not.
So don't stream that.
You can do whatever you want, but...
Oh, I have streamed Fez. No one was happy about it, though.
Yeah, even back then.
It wasn't all that long ago, maybe a year ago.
That's a long time on the internet, man.
No.
All right.
Nick, I think we're going out of control. What? What did I do? Because I'm going to lose now? What do you mean?
All these people thinking I misspoke when I said this train has sailed, acting like you never seen Austin Powers 1 before, International Man of Mystery, one of the top 50 movies of 1997, easily.
Have you seen him go down an escalator?
Yeah, why use the escalator when I've got a perfectly good canoe?
That's what I mean. You can't peg this guy into thinking you know what kind of method of transport he's going to take.
It doesn't matter.
You know, trains sail,
where you're
escalators
going.
go down. It doesn't matter where you're going, it's where you've been. Not the journey, it's the destination. What?
Don't take life so seriously, you never get out alive. Yo, dude, people our age really like Van Wilder.
I kind of like Van Wilder.
Yo, how though?
It's kind of a celebration of, like, free-spiritedness and not trying too hard.
Not really, though. And also, is that a virtue we want to celebrate as a society?
No. We're predisposed to believing that it's a good idea to work hard, and those are our virtues that we all know are true. But sometimes you need to take a break from that and just acknowledge that there's more to life than trying all the time.
Yeah, but he took, like, his whole life as a break.
Yeah, well, that's not advisable, but it's just a movie. Right?
Come on,
it's just a movie. These are just video games. It's not real.
How'd you feel about Van Wilder 2, The Rise of Taj, starring Cal Penn? I watched it. You know he works at the White House now.
That doesn't surprise me.
It would surprise you if you had seen Van Wilder 2, The Rise of Taj.
Oh. I don't know, he's a good assistant to Van Wilder. Maybe he's a good assistant to Obama now.
He's not Obama's assistant, Nick.
I don't know who he is to who. I haven't even seen the second movie.
He's like the secretary of
defense.
Yeah, he's the secretary of defense. Cal Penn is the secretary of defense. What happened, Nick?
I fucking died to Isaac in the cathedral fight because I'm an idiot and I went in the wrong corner where the lights came down.
You're dead?
Yeah, I'm dead.
Run's over?
Run's over.
Oh no, I got a sweet Hulk Hogan mustache. My run's over as well, but hey, thanks for watching. We'll be back in 3 minutes to play a little bit of Spy Party. I hope you guys have enjoyed the show so far. Tell Cobalt that if he hasn't finished yet, then, well, he's still a good dude, but NL beat him. Anyway.
We love Cobalt.
I jerked it to the tits in Rise of Taj so many times, says Rebirth canceled for real.
I'm glad we know now.
That's the next level of the Sandler paradigm. If you tell me what movie you jerked off to, I'll tell you how old you are. What year
Red
you were
Shoe
born.
Diaries. Fucking scrambled.
Okay, that doesn't count, but you're 29.
You're cheating.
Anyway, we'll be back in 3 minutes.